Oh, woo. Okay. Health warning, insensitivity warning, Capcom warning, autosave warning. Okay. All right. July 9th, 2:12 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo. What? Well, actually, nothing. I mean, something. Or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206. The agent registered under number was Romain Latouze. And the victim, Mr. Latouze? Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. We don't have any idea what he investigated. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Miroir told the whole court. Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouze when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top-secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Alright, we'll talk. Darien did it. Miroir dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Miroir says she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Elephant ears are so tasty. Not actual elephants, but So I don't think that means what you think it means. She has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darien even? You bet I did. He's one of the Gaviner's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh! Right. All the Gaviners have a rock-solid alibi. Their music was also being pumped through the speakers anyway, so it's like... She would have heard him even if he wasn't in the room, right? If he was singing. I don't know. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouze backstage. But Miroir heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly. Agent Latouze. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating La Miroir? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. We fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. Also, she has amnesia. She could totally have a criminal past. Although with amnesia, it wouldn't be fair to charge it against her, I'm just saying. Bark, bark, bark. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin 50 paces. If only they were that easy. In any case, we know who's working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latou's up to? Huh? Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Oh no. Oh no. Whatever the mundane gives way to miracles, the word is whispered. Gramarye. Hey, the other day. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent. Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Gramarye, Valent Gramarye. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valent Gramarye, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is the great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my starter may see in sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura, if it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? No, I mean my real daddy. Aha! Trucy's real father? Well, alright, Troop Gramarye. Wait, Apollo? Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Gramarye. Troop Gramarye? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentably listless lad. To not know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. I'm not gonna have a consistent anything for him yet for... Valent Gramarye. The name began to surface in my mind. It was the name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from his safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison. You said he's a magician? I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Gramarye. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary. Yes, Zack Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. Once upon a time, Troop Grammary included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammary, and my partner, Zack Grammary. And this Zack was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father? A magician? I guess it makes sense. Is it that guy in the picture? I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valen. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fail not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you not defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you. I brought it for you, Troopy. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammary. Will you watch it? Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. I don't know, I'm not going to sing it. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa. Burning on in my heart, fire. Burn my love away, all away. Like a bullet of love, fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. While poor Gavin tries to put out the guitar fire. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious? More mysterious things in her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Valiant Grammary has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Videotape revealed from Valiant. Oh, tape recording of La Miroir's performance. It's not the whole show, is it? Oh, I can zip through it, okay. Alright, well, we have learned some things. Are there things I should show him? Or could show him? Well, I'm not in the present window. For what? Doo-doo-doo. What's this? You would ask me for a miracle, free of fee? Then thy wish be granted. Thy will be done. Thy evidence evicted into the ether. Ah! No evicting, please. Are all magicians like this, I wonder? Okay, so he don't care about that. But you know about this, he's not going to say anything about that either, okay. Okay, I don't have any reason to show him anything, so I'm not going to. Alright, all these things are gonna have things again. Is this the guy? A faded photograph showing one of Trushi's favorite magicians. She talks to her daily for good luck, I hear. Ah, I almost forgot. I hope I become a famous grand magician. Oh, and I hope Apollo becomes an ace attorney. There, all done. I suppose if you're gonna talk to inanimate objects, a photo isn't so bad. Okay. How's your magic act coming along? Well, I've been working on my cups and balls routine. Is that the one where the ball moves from under one cup to the other? That's right, the very same. Here, watch. First, I put one of the cups over the ball. Then I snap my fingers. Ta-da! The ball's under the other cup. It's not there. Watch me pull something out of my magic panties. Nice try. Guess I know what I'll be doing tonight. Practicing. You can be my audience, Apollo. Spaghetti. I've seen some restaurants that set out real food to show what's on the menu. I have too, but I noticed something strange. One time there was a sandwich without any lettuce. Like it had disappeared. By magic. I'm sure someone just swiped the lettuce and ate it. Wait, that sandwich, you didn't. Apollo, you shouldn't eat sample food no matter how hungry you are. Just how hard up do you think I am? Oh no, I begged with. It's alright, we're mostly reading right now. You know, that ring kind of gets in the way. A client the other day tripped on it and fell on the floor. Sending my ring rolling out the door. You know how long it took me to find it? You know how long it took to calm down the client? In the end, they walked out without hiring us. Could you clean up a bit? Don't you think the props give the office a festive, fun-filled mood? I'm not sure law offices have to be festive and fun-filled. Apollo, this is the right anything agency. As CEO, I want an office that says we know how to have fun. Guess it is her office, isn't it? Well, how about some tea? Here you go. Thanks. That's nice. This is not the time to be drinking tea. That's right, we have to get investigated. Ah, that was a close call. We almost relaxed. It's one of those hats you pull things out of, right? Of course. My hat's like a little universe. Bigger on the inside than on the outside. That reminds me of a sci-fi show I used to watch. We've been watching that show. Incidentally, my pocket is a little universe too. And my panties, and... I get the idea. Trucy's the time lady. Strange split box leers at me from the wall. Not there any times I see that there, it still strikes me as odd. Really? I guess I've gotten used to it after growing up with it always around the house. What kind of a home did you grow up in? I'd hide in there when we played hide and seek. You just get in, slide the sections around, and you're impossible to find. I bet you would be. Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh? His leaves are looking a little brown. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, your leaves. Maybe you weren't giving enough water? No. It must be stress. He's worried about the new recruit at the office. Hey, don't blame it on me. You are watering him, right? It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Ah! Mr. Wright has been away on his top-secret mission, no? I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, I promise. There are several books of magic mixed in with the legal books on the shelves. I dusted them recently. Nothing like the Glean McLean books. Okay, are we all read up on the realities? Oof. Alright. Sorry, mister. Oof. Sunshine Coliseum. What the heck is that? Do we have a reason to go there? Let's go detend. July 9, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Yes, I know it's detain. Archie may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Archie Tobai can see. Ah, Machi. Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why do we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. The heck. The trial today. So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew. I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? Huh? Shenanigans. La Miroir's testimony. I'm glad La Miroir testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gaviners, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. Must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English. He couldn't possibly in this day and age. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. What if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Machi's eyesight? So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and La Miroir can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. So, evidence of a kind that we won't have yet. Although that there is kind of a bark, bark, bark. Because if he could see and he rubbed it out, shenanigans. But then IPXX and then a number is not exactly a linguistically heavy amount of English. Alright, write anything agency. And then I guess we're checking out this Coliseum for whatever reason. Why do I keep wanting to save? Sunshine Coliseum. July 9, Sunshine Coliseum. Oh. Ooh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer? Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather to get today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, "Objection"? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. It's lawyer weather. He's got a blimp. Look, a blimp. Those balloons next to it have sponsored ads on them. Let's see. Big sale. All shirts 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Take a ride on my blimp. It's a mighty fine blimp. Play movies. Watch movies and play games already on it? Is that how it goes? Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday, I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah. It's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Okay, so this is where the original show was then? Is that what we're asserting? Flags. Humans. Badger. What's that creature there? Ooh, that's the police mascot, the Blue Badger. Huh? It's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town? Patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo. The true Blue Badger spirit. Dog. Gavin Booths. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. The giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena. Ooh, maybe I can take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door. Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business. Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Alright, these are all the people and all the shenanigans. Purple truck. Purple truck. And this is the Sunshine and Sunshine Coliseum. Okay.
My poor spine.
Poor spine. Oh no. It's been ripped out like in Mortal Kombat. Okay, back to the backstage hallway. July 9th, backstage hallway. All right, you have a... Oh. Mr. Attorney. I'm a war. Sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you know who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Okay, this little thing that is still on the floor, which we've not been able to interact with, and no one has touched for some reason in a whole day. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. It's small, maybe no one's noticed it. I kinda want to pick it up. It'd make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. Yeah. And yet we don't want to pick it up, because whatever. Looks like an instrument case. Big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl is miraculous, not the escape? So picky. Concert poster for Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. Kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Yeah, we already had that talk. The innocent is acquitted. Or whatever. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? Steel Samurai Soda. Now real steel flavor? Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. Machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Real steel flavor. Recently read at the Brand Foundry, which was... That would be the Blue Badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a giant Blue Badger costume lumbering about. He stands out even more than those Gaviners posters. It's all the same. He's the band mascot too, you know. Can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing. Neither can I. I'll bet there's a story there just waiting to be told. That's the Gaviners' dressing room. They're all out on the investigation. Being backstage isn't half as glamorous without a band here. That's Lamiroir's dressing room, and the scene of the crime. It's kind of lightly guarded for being a crime scene. I'm not complaining. Makes it easier for us to go in. And Emma gave us her okay, right? We can wander in and do as we like. What's Emma doing, anyway? I hope she's not getting cavities from eating all those chocolate snackoos. Okay, all is explored. Oh yeah, we'll talk to her. The voice. That was quite a statement you made today in court. Not hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait. Lamiroir, is something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouze were talking about something? The next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard? Yeah. At least, she certainly thinks it was. Machi. I met Machi before my debut as La Miroir. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands, always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He's a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Mr. Latouze? About Mr. Latouze. Yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Well... Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded, right. Darkness. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became La Miroir. I woke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in the restaurant those days. What was it she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming La Miroir is lost. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? Maybe it's Machi's past. No way! It seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, La Miroir. Why, thank you. Machi, too, tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. This is your gun, isn't it? No, it's Latouze's. Because Latouze is the Palouse. The police. So how do we show her that? When... Okay, well, let's move along. We'll check out dressing rooms, the stage. Stage is the most recent crime scene, which we have not had a chance to look at, right? Gee. I still can't believe we found Machi and Mr. Latouze on top of that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places. Now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. Oh, that reminds me. Daddy's bad with heights, too. Huh, no kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled, "Objection," over and over. Poor guy. Objection. He's comfortable using legal jargon in everyday life. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Can we even get to banter about whether it's a step ladder? That's a big instrument case. That's a case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You could fit 5 Drusies in there, I bet. Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo? Please? No fiddling. You'll break something. If you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always says. These eggs look kind of expensive. Machi played so beautiful. Yeah, like a real pianist. I don't know what Siri just did, but... That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. I don't like the way that he just said, like a real pianist. Because, back. No one has ever doubted his pianism skills. And yes, even pianists who cannot see are still real pianists. I don't know. Gavinaz's dressing room. Go here first, which is not the crime scene. See if there's anything else. Lots of checking stuff. Oh boy, it's all fresh and new. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something? They are a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's a stack of Lamiroir's postcards. Here it is, the landscape painter and sound. It must be hard to pretend you can see when you can't. The way she sings so effortlessly, you'd think she had life easy. You couldn't have both. Some people are just impressive like that. You know it. It just makes me think about how much further I have to go. I hope we can solve this quickly and not add to our troubles. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? I bet they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it. If you can, see, it's made of plastic. It's like, you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Drusy. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard, even a cruiser whistle. I'm not sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Tracy. And yet... G... Someone drew the Governor's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Oh, you don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. You're waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. This place is decorated like a high school dance. I think our decorations were paper, not chains. The Governors are into chains. It's part of their image. No kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. I cannot produce that music. Speaker here is the same one as the one in the Lemmy-Waters room. Wonder if this one was blaring as loud as hers. I didn't see a volume control anywhere in the room. My guess is they give all the rooms equal treatment. You mean equal punishment? A guitar! That's a legendary AA400, the Red Badger. I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair badger red, too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. So desperately old. A police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just so the face of the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. I feel like a meanie for making it a situation. Alright. Speaker here is just... Yeah, I don't want to look at the speaker. I wanted to enter the portal. Anybody home? Ooh, outline. And also taken... No clues here. Just the outline of a dead body. Nothing you'd care about. Hey, look. Part of the carpet's been torn up here. There was the part we did luminol testing on in court. Luminol. Right. You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's going to pay for this carpet? As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter? I guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay. I would hope that carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. Heck. The murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latou's. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latou's was a big man. How about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Seeing these mirrors lined up like that really makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. With all that makeup. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. I guess she's not into makeup yet. Flores. That's one heavy-duty banquet there. Banquet? Did I say banquet? That's one heavy-duty bouquet there. I have trouble thinking of flowers as being heavy-duty. But they call lots of things heavy-duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heady? I had people correct me for using the word heady. They're like, don't you mean heavy? What if the flowers are plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. Okay, what if they were made out of metal? What, like a magnolia made out of steel? Exactly. So I hope all my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. Steel magnolias. A stack of presents for La Miroir. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you could give me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks. She must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. Ah! I just click away at random. Oh, that was the end of it. Okay. Alright, the mystery window. This was the window where Lamiwara saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? I mean... Heck. To explore this room without the dozings. Actually, I should probably get my peanut snacks for wakefulness. Of all things here. Speaker for monitoring the stage. Who was blaring at the time of the shooting? It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess I don't care about sound quality back here, as long as you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly... Drop the microphone. There we go. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? But that's almost $600. $5 a month? Poor Trucy. Wait till she finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Trucy's woes awarded. Really? For learning she has $5 allowance? Or whatever? They found Machi Tabai's fingerprints on that air vent. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know? Lackluster? I mean, using an air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must look different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. Alright, guilty as charged. Tour. A Gaviner's poster. How many of those they put up, anyway? Prosecutor Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should learn how to play the guitar too, Apollo. You can accompany my magic act. It'd certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. I'll think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. It's a poster for another show. This summer, Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. I looked into that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related too. Apparently their serious portrayal of law and order is a big draw. Sounds so boring, it's probably pretty interesting. You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollo Justice. Here comes justice. It's one of the biggest, most expensive-looking TVs I've ever seen. Too bad you'll never own one. Everett's kind of harsh, Trixie. How about for all eternity, then? Same difference. Teasing me about my own woes, which don't give you an achievement. Look, it's fruit. Fruit, Apollo. Fruit. I heard you the first time. Sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know. I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not. They might make you pay for it. If you have the money for that, you should probably repay at the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Exotic melon. It's not a watermelon, though. Oh, that is. Never mind. The shooter must have used that to climb up to the vent. All this tragedy because someone left a stepladder here. I don't think Mr. Latouze was shot because of the ladder. You think he was Machi? I guess. That air vent is pretty small, after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape in the time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Right after shooting took place, Lamoire tried to come in the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think that the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Dislocating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. I have to shoot something in particular. Hey. No clues here. Heck. Okay, so we've examined the things. Found nothing new. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valiant Grammary. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammary made me swear to never tell his soul. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? Ah, I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What do you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder who this is. We use it for communication. It'll be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can I put it on? Oof. Headset attached to Trucy. Receiver transmitter for voice signals. All concert staff wore one. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Paolo. Everyone on staff is wearing one of those headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Let's inquire. Ten for that, little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in. Over. Why sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. What good is a receiver that doesn't receive? That's like Emma not performing forensic investigations. You make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos. Okay. Alright, so nothing else particular to check here. Okay. I'm going to take a short break, because I need to get up and get my blood moving. Y'all can do likewise, get a drink, do some self-care, whatever you need. We'll see you back here in about 5 minutes. Break. Okay, alright. That's a little better. Some M&M's to munch upon if need be. And we got blood moving. And we can get cooking. Alright, not that we have anything to particularly cook for. I don't have anything to particularly show her. We've done all the talking. We can leave. Because we've seen all the things. Well, hold on. No, we did pick up something new. This guy. So that's something. If I show it to her, she says, "Can I ask you about this headset, Lemirar? You said that all concert staff were wearing one?" That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And the stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their own communications lifeline? People... So why was this one lying here? Yeah, so now I say, receiver transmitter for voice signals with a 30-foot range. All concert staff work. Alright. Let's take that back to... Is anything going to change on stage? No. Anything going to change in the other dressing room? No. Anything going to change in the crime scene room? Yes. July 9, Lamirar's dressing room. She's munching. Oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You can be the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latou's left? My department chief had a field day with that. Even a blind person can see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now they know that Mr. Latou's was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? She's munching. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. But we did find something strange. Something strange? Well, we get to talk to things. Trial today. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Huh. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know we can see. He could have seen the air duct. He could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamoureux's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right! Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. The case. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar Serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. Yes. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then Lamoureux flew through the air. Okay, so they do refer to that first. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, Bullet took Mr. Latouse's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence, huh? I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. I mean, she did recognize the killer's MO. Something strange. So what did you find? It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. Ooh, what is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? I have an electronic signal, bark. But, right, this is the present button. Presento. Oh, she don't say nothing. You think you take a look at this, Emma? She's munching. Emma? She's munching. Her rate of chewing is increasing. Better back up before it's too late. Okay, she didn't want to hear about it. Okay, what changes now that we know the bark? Don't make me look at everything again. Gun. Murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouze. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latouze was a big man. How about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Okay, so it's saying the same thing again for something. Look, the carpet's been torn up here. That's the part we did the luminol testing on in court. Lunimol? What's lunimol? It's luminol. Get it right. Huh. Emma's kind of scary when it comes to science. Let's learn the word, not inside a wrath again. Lunimol. Did I completely gloss over that when I was reading it? This was the window where Lamoureux saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Through the earpiece. Yes. This is probably still within 30 feet. And she was related to the show, so she would have had one. Uh-huh. And so she heard the guy's voice because of the earpiece, perhaps. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's one of those permanent dryers you see in hair salons. Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers? Do I look like a beautician? I just know they dry your hair and give you a permanent. It just doesn't sound very glamorous, you know? Okay, how about a perm machine? Or it could go more simple, like a permer. This isn't a bad game of thinking up official names for things. Not that it makes the name actually official or anything. So, is it a ladder or a step ladder? Okay, we have reviewed the things. And of course, come to no conclusion. Okay, so I'm not going to show her. We have some... what do you call... thoughts. Okay, again, we're going to check places. And then we'll go back. I mean, we're learning some things. Okay, back to Sunshine Coliseum. Write anything, agency? And he's still here. Hold on. Oh, detention center. Is this yours? Lorem ipsum dolor sidamet. I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. You're very beautiful, fair maiden. This is why I never trust a translator. Present eratet nunc venet. Yeah. I think he said the same thing, right? Yes, beautiful fair maiden. What do you know about the brooch? Per lente scrivite, giusto et magnet. I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. Okay, I think he's going to respond to things. Eneant incidunt. I'm enveloped. Okay. The gun. The keys. Jangle the keys in front of him like he's 2 years old. Curabitur matis vivere tortor. I think he said, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so it's not you. Your dialogue options didn't actually change. Can we not just go to the library and pick up a Borginian dictionary? Do you know anything about this? Nope. No! Everything is fixed into the ether. Okay, but in that case, what are we doing? Clearly I'm missing something. let's take a gander at the possibility. Like, yes, tell me what we do. Okay. What is the thing called that we picked up? Headset. Do 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 do. Okay, then we talk to Emma. That's more things than I have. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm not going to read all of the things that are saying here, but suggesting that we want to talk about our evidence with Emma. So let's go talk to Emma. Okay. Now, did she launch this? I forget if I asked her about this one. I'm pretty sure that's the thing I did say. Yeah, that's the one we said she didn't have any saying about. Which is fine. Videotape? Nope. Launching. You know, you're a bit like Mr. Right. He always carried his badge around, too. Huh? I think he did it so he'd never forget who he was, or his duty as a defender. Something like that. Pretty noble, really. I guess there really isn't a need for me to carry this around, though it seems to have made a decent impression. Why do they have to commit their crime according to this song? Seems like it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Like, maybe they were trying to throw off the investigation? That's certainly possible, but risky, don't you think? Just carrying someone as big as Mr. Latouze would be tough enough. She may be a snacking fiend, but sometimes she actually makes some sense. Okay, she don't want to look at that. That's an unpolished revolver, right? Which means it belonged to Mr. Latouze. He must have had to begin with. Sounds that way. So if it was Machi, we're saying Machi stole it from Mr. Latouze? That's really hard to imagine him doing. Okay, not these items. Just launching. Okay, so probably not most of these things. Fine. One last. Okay. Okay, so there's supposed to be something else. Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't get it. Do I have to pick it up? So there was something else we were supposed to pick up. Oh. Right after shooting took place, Laura tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. What, again? Why all the things again half the time? Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Dislocating your shoulder would kind of a crimp on your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that would loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Heck. So that's messed up. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. So what did you find? So little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Okay, so I am missing something. But where am I missing it from? Hold on, we have to do... That isn't even a thing. Okay. So I don't have... I don't have the thing that I need for this. Question is, where am I going to find a thing that I didn't find? Well, let's see here. Okay, so in that... Okay. There is an item, and I don't know where we get. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's a whole different thing. Oh. Okay, so we talked to Valent. I think we talked to him about the illusion. Because we did learn that there's a grand magician involved in making it happen. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about La Miroir vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand of petite prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert? Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it's all done. Of course. I'm like a deity, with this stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those flood-like boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now! Trucy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. During a murder investigation, it's not. Mais non, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? We call it a terrible occurrence happened late. Well after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valent Grammary, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valent. You should stay a while. I am afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. The whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valent Grammary. Got a few more things to ask you. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made La Miroir disappear. Harry knows Trucy and her real father. Alright. To the Colosseum. Okay, he didn't go back here, did he? No. July 9, in the wings. That song, isn't that the one La Miroir was singing? Yeah, you're right. Guitar Serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad. Rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't the Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valent! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility, tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss. The La Miroir teleportation illusion! Ooh!
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valen can shed some light on this whole thing for us. La mémoire's illusion. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. La mémoire's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed, the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream? Like a dream? No, not like a dream. Okay. Yet what can I work on with a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerers' acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower. In order to move, you would have to use some sort of secret tunnel. Secret tunnel? And people come to me because my illusions are custom made for a time and place.
It's that whole bark. Heck. Well, missed that too. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Oh wait, there's a history button. Right. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troupe Grammary are concerned. So, you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well? And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. Troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. I'll make it quick then. Piano. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good. He can't play either. Kinda feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. You! Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Ah! Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Switch placed in pocket. Found on the stage. It's a switch for something, and that's about all I know. Talk to me about the Troupe Grammary. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Grammary, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Or everyone else tells him then he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifigram. Magnifigrammary. It was he who began the great Troupe Grammary. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. Do you have a vague memory of someone like that on TV? Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled the vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. Oh no. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble.
We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grammary, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Grammary. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Grammary in show business circles. I will see us return to glory. I, Valent Grammary. And Zach. Our founder, Magnific Grammary, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go... what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. Oof. I faded out there for a second. Okay, in no time at all, Valent and Zach were the shining stars of the Grammary crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Grammary was my daddy. Now that Magnify and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Grammary, who brings the Grammary miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill, coming up. I managed to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time. Okay, tell me what you know about this. Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is this stage and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing that radiant catches my eye. True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? This is not how I was seeing it. So it doesn't care about what I have to show up, I get the point. It's it? Okay, so nothing about that. Okay. Okay, I should look at this. There's a button. The switch, sitting here, tempting me to push it. Don't, you might blow up the whole Coliseum. Apollo, please. Do you think that every strange switch triggers a bomb? That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times. Alright, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room? A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so now we take the switch back to Emma, is that right? I believe so. Do you think you could take a look at this? Small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press this switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma. You know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Sorry, oh, this? Let me try pressing a switch. Ouch! It's on fire. Emma's device is on fire. It's a big idea. Ha! Well, now that we know this is an igniter, this part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo! Let's ask Emma more about the Switch, now that she has some first-hand experience. What? You aren't trying to burn me up again, are you? Who sent you to get me? Who? I'm not out to get you, promise. Promise? Now, the single... It was definitely going somewhere. Promise? No promise is good enough with you still carrying that weapon around. Try burning me again with that trigger of yours, and I'll throw 100 bags worth of snack hoos at you. Never seen someone munch so furiously. Better stay clear for a while. What? You aren't trying to burn me up again, are you? Who sent you to get me? Who? Not out to get you, promise. Promise? No promise is good. Bark, bark, bark. Okay. Alright. Ah, they won't. Bark, 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 bark. Okay, do you have new talk? You do, the Switch. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. It says you. You're the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking. Anyway, now I know this is remote for igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. Transmitter, huh? Okay, switch becomes a remote trigger. Found on the stage. Triggers an igniter within 30 feet. Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lamiroir's dressing room? That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. It kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Forum diagram out of the court record. Cross-section diagram of the Sunshine Coliseum. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We'll have to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Igniter out of the court record. Found at the crime scene. Emits a flame when triggered by remote control. So is that in general just stuff we can examine? We've seen this. New items. Ignitor. All these little parts. It's pretty complex. I'm guessing it's where the fire comes out. Other than that, good thing machines run even if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says. Not really a saying you want to go around repeating, Trucy. Okay. Okay. Hmm. July 9, Sunshine Coliseum. What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darian! That old bag opens her pie hole, and wham bam my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? How many people are these days, it seems? It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Then Gavin had to go and rub salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid. Heck. Heck. Continuing to lose it. All right. Talk. Your alibi. So, about your alibi? You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. Music was blaring and we heard those gunshots. I found Mr. Latou's dead. Of course, we have timestamps. It's not as good of a time, bark. I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Oof. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lammerwar's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Prosecutor Gavin. They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Sorry, this part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist, that's all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums. Band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, yeah. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. Prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data... yeah, the data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. normally.
Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I want into that crime scene.
We'll be going now?
Hey, wait.
Yes?
What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, do you? Right?
Well,
Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
let's not talk to him anymore, all right?
Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Okay. Probably a good spot to